Hello, my name is Yana. I live in a forest. Sometimes I make things. This week I didn't make anything, but I think that the weather is turning to winter and the snow we had last week melted and now it's kind of damp and cold and it's really unpleasant, and it reminded me of a tendency that I have. Every year, when the weather gets like this, I get obsessed with the idea of getting myself a cardigan or making myself a new flannel dress or making myself a pair of slippers. I'm just getting really concentrated on making warm things. But because I'm not very organized, I sometimes don't get around to making those things until spring. And a couple of years ago, there was kind of a thing going on the sewing YouTube channels, and it was called a Jiffy Popover Dress. It's a beautiful pattern that is for a dress. It has pockets. It's very elegantly constructed because it only has one pattern piece, and it looks very good and it's very comfortable to wear at almost any size. And I fell in love with the pattern when I saw it, and I thought that I'm going to make like 12 of those dresses, but I ended up making only one. I'm not counting a mock-up that I made, but I made one, and it's the ultimate winter dress. I have this tendency that I take things very seriously, and I want to make, when I'm making a dress, I'm trying to make the best dress possible. I'm very interested in having all the seams nicely finished, and I want it to fit well, and I'm constantly trying to lose weight, so I'm always thinking, oh, but if I make this dress and I put so much effort into it, what if I'll lose weight? It never happens, but it takes a lot of time. And on this occasion I thought, let's do something intentionally silly. So I bought two very, very cheap fleece blankets. They're so synthetic that I'm a little bit worried that the stove there is going to melt something, but it's very warm material and very cheap, and it doesn't need a lot of finishing, although I did finish it nicely. I'm going to show you in a minute. But my idea was I'm going to do something out of these cheap blankets and maybe add some material for the lining, because of course I had to line it. I had to line it because this material is not very reliable, and I thought that it's going to stretch under its own weight. Now I'm not sure that that would happen, but lining doesn't hurt. And lining I have is viscose, and both of those fabrics, they create a massive amount of static electricity. But yeah, let me show you the dress. This dress looks like a tent, I think, a little bit. However, if we add a belt and maybe a petticoat, it suddenly doesn't look that bad. I wasn't using the original Jiffy Popover Dress pattern. I kind of took it as inspiration and drafted it myself. So the pocket placement may be different and some details may be different, and I also made it significantly longer. It has a V-neck, it has patch pockets on the front, and I have also added side seam pockets because I really like side seam pockets, and the more pockets the better. The inside, I have armholes and the neckline top stitched, and because this material doesn't fray, I just stitched the lining to it so that it looks neat. The lining is French seamed, and the inner seams I just stitched so that nothing comes out. I mentioned that I like a clean finish. The bottom also has top stitching, and I stitched it, slip stitched it, so that nothing goes away. So even if when I'm making a dress as a joke, it's important to me that it's nicely finished. So here it is, my little popover dress that I made to stay warm during winter. I actually don't wear it a lot because I'm very sensitive to overheating, and this dress is very, very warm. But I keep it by my side on a door hanger in case my dog wants to go outside in the middle of the night. And in winter, when I need to spend prolonged periods of time outside, it's very, very handy. And it was really easy to make. I think that I kind of forgot about this pattern because I have so many shiny things around me, but maybe I want to make another one of those dresses just to wear during warmer months. And yeah, one of the upsides of this dress is it doesn't really matter what size I'm in, because it's going to fit me anyway. It's just going to be a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller, but my shoulders don't change that much in width, and that's the only place where kind of anything matters. So yeah, that's it for this week. I think that's a shorter video, but I hope that it was interesting anyway, and I'll see you next week with something else.